Morning guys, so we have just finished packing up and we gotta go catch the train. Yes, we gotta go catch the train over to Matsue. It's raining outside right now, so I hope there's no delays. We gotta cross our fingers. Alright, let's go.
Hey guys, in this video I'll be showing you some more incredibly beautiful locations all throughout Japan. Since this trip happened in the spring, you will also get to see cherry blossom blooms. Though the weather was not exactly cooperative most of the trip, we definitely got to see some awesome blooms. So stay tuned and can't wait to show you what happened.
Okay, well, I am stuck here at Okayama Station for the next hour because for some reason the train left 1 minute early. That's an interesting train. How many people are taking pictures of it? Look, all these people are train enthusiasts, I believe. I wonder what train's coming by. It seems to be pretty popular. Oh, it's just the purple train that we were filming earlier. It's just coming this way. I wonder why this one's so special. It's empty. Maybe it's like the first time. Wait, we're riding on that later. We're riding on the special train. So we made it on the train, and apparently this train is all reservation only, but it accepts JR Pass, so I was supposed to get a reservation ticket, but I didn't get it, so a crew member came by. Well, someone on the train helped me out, and they told me to just wait for the crew member to come by, and then they just gave me a seat to that, so we're all good. On to our next location. We have 2 hours and 30 minutes until we get to the next station, and then another 30 minutes to the next location, which is Matsue-jo Castle. And it is raining like crazy outside. I believe it's raining everywhere today for the whole day, so I'm just hoping there's cherry blossoms there. I have a few other locations that I want to hit up, but I don't know if I'll be able to since it's raining and I don't have an umbrella. I could probably buy an umbrella at the convenience store. I hope there's cherry blossoms and it won't rain too much later. We're currently about 40 minutes away from the station that we're stopping at, and going to the countryside, there's so many cherry blossoms that are blossoming. We've made it to our first location of the day. This place is called Matsue-jo Castle. Yes, and as the name implies, it's a castle. Actually, it looks like the cherry blossoms here are almost at full bloom. So yeah, and you can see behind me, they probably hold activities for the cherry blossom festival that happens here. But probably not today because it's raining. Maybe they hold it during the weekend or, oh my God, or maybe at night. But yeah, this is pretty cool. We're gonna just walk around. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to film much, but I'll use the Go3. I'll show you guys anyways. Okay, so it looks like there's some lockers here, so we're gonna use that. But I need 500 yen. Let me go over there to ask for 500 yen. So we put our stuff in the coin locker, but I'm just gonna... 1 second. So I put my camera out anyways, just in case there's something cool to film. But I think for the majority of at least this castle, Matsue-jo Castle, I'm just gonna use you and show you guys on YouTube. It's the entrance area. I believe it's free to enter. There wasn't an admissions booth. It's just they don't allow you to drag your luggage around the castle, which is understandable. Look, the cherry blossoms are blooming. We're gonna need to do this fast because the next place is like another 2 hours away. Oh my god. And it's raining. Look at the cherry blossoms. And that's the main part of the castle. See, the cherry blossoms here, they're like just starting to bloom too. There are some trees are all fully bloomed, like the ones up there. The ones up there look pretty fully bloomed. Oh, look at this. More cherry blossoms. Is there admissions? No. If we need pay, I'm not gonna go. Yeah, there's Castle Tower admission ticket window. Okay. Yeah, if you guys want to check this out more in depth, feel free to come by. It's a nice location showcasing the city of Matsue, and you get some nice cherry blossoms too. So next one is gonna be a river cherry blossom site. I'm excited to see the next two because those two are both river cherry blossoms. So I pray that the cherry blossom have bloomed. I haven't ate lunch. The train ride was like 3 hours. That was a really fast 3 hours, to be honest. Let's head on back down. Take a last look at the cherry blossoms. It's starting to rain heavier. So we got ramen and gyoza. And then the gyoza, 3 pieces. It looks so good. So we've arrived at Key Station, and just right over there is Hikawa River, or where the Hikawa cherry blossoms are. So, well, you can see it. It's blossoming nicely. So let's go take a look. Well, as you can see, everything's blooming nicely here, other than the fact that it's raining a lot. Yeah, this is so nice. Let's walk down that way, because it's really nice over there. As you can see, there are cherry blossoms surrounding me, and they are located right next to the river, which is in front of me. So I assume at night those lanterns are lit up, and they have some stalls where you can enjoy food and walk around and relax, but it's hard to relax right now because the rain is pouring. So yeah, I'm gonna do a little bit of filming. There's not much I can really do during the rain, but yeah, we'll do our best. It is so nice, and even if it's this nice during the rain, it's even nicer during the day when there's no rain. Look, all the water, all the rain's making the petals fall down. I'm pretty sure this is like at full blossom right now. Peak blossom. Yeah, all of them have come out. So it's peak right now. And all the petals of the blossoms are going to slowly drop down. And then cherry blossom season is over after that. So you can see on the ground there's already a lot that have been dropped down already. Look at this. I'm literally on myself, the only one stupid enough to bring their luggage and drag it around in the rain. Only me right now. So the rain suddenly became super strong, so I'm gonna stand under here for a quick second. Hopefully my shoes are okay. Luckily they're waterproof hiking shoes. But look how nice it is around. Oh my god. This is actually full bloom. I'm just gonna leave my luggage right there, so I'll have to drag it around right now. I'll come back for it. Look at this. Ooh. This is so nice. Okay guys, one last look. Beautiful Hikawa Riverbank cherry blossoms. Put that on your list. You have to come here. This is so nice. It's like about an hour-ish train ride from Matsue. And I think, even though I haven't been around Matsue much yet, I think Matsue is a pretty nice town. So you guys have to check it out over here. Nice and quiet. It's actually a lot more people living here than I expected. Like, I thought it'd be pretty empty around here, but there's like, look, there's like houses on houses on houses right next to each other. So it's a pretty nice neighborhood. So we're gonna head over to our next location. The next location is also gonna be next to river. So yeah, went to a nearby supermarket and just got a snack. We are now at, what is the station called? We are currently at Tamatsukuri Onsen Station, and just a short walk from here is the other river cherry blossom location. So let's head over and take a quick look. It's still raining, so yeah, we'll do our best. Alright, well, this is the spot. There's more down there, so we'll continue walking a little bit. But essentially, this place is called Tamayu River Sakura. Obviously, you can see there's cherry blossoms on both sides. I don't know if there's actually any food stalls like the other one, but you can definitely enjoy a lot of cherry blossoms here. It would look very nice if it's not raining. Well, as you can see, this spot also has lanterns lining the trees. So I assumed they would get turned on if it was a nicer day. Because it is getting pretty dark, so maybe they'll turn on now. You never know. Over here it looks like half of the blossoms are blooming, unlike about 30 minutes away from here. I don't know why, maybe just different trees at different timing, but still nice. Still very nice if you want to come check this out. This pathway is so low. The train runs right on top of it. Well, this is like the main spot, I believe. Actually, at night, here gets lit up. And if the river's calm, you can get such a nice reflection of the cherry blossoms and the light. Oh well. Maybe next time. I almost missed the train again because I didn't have a reserved ticket. I didn't know. I guess on every limited express train you need to get a reserved ticket. So, well, we made it. We're now on our way to Totori. And we're gonna check into our hotel, grab some food, and then sleep. Okay, so we made it to our hotel stay of the night in Totori, and this hotel is called Toyoku Inn. I believe it's a chain hotel, so you could find it in many places throughout Japan. But let me give you a quick tour. What you saw behind me was a door, and you walk in. To your right is the bathroom. A typical Japanese hotel bathroom. And then you got the actual room, got the bed, you got a nice view of Family Mart, and TV, table, chair, mirror, all the good stuff. So yeah, this is the better hotel that we're staying in, because I don't think they had any hostels around, or else I would have preferred that to save money. But this was the cheapest hotel around, so I picked this, and it's actually not too bad. So nice stay for a night. Get everything charged up, go get some dinner right now in Family Mart, and yeah, we'll get ready for tomorrow. All right, here is what we're gonna eat for dinner. Family Mart, apple and custard cream for the lunch. This is like chicken with some kind of mayonnaise sauce, and you got the minced meat, egg, and minced seaweed. So let's eat. Alright, good morning guys. So it looks like it's not raining today, which is good. So we're gonna head over, gonna get some breakfast downstairs first, and then we'll head over to our first location of the day. So this is breakfast. We're gonna get ready to head out. I'm not gonna lie, this trip has been kind of disappointing. Like from the bad weather to raining the whole time to not being able to get the footage I want to cherry blossoms not blossoming and then walking around in the rain just for nothing. My suitcase, like some clothes in my suitcase got not completely soaked, but it was a little bit wet just because I was in the rain the whole day yesterday. So I used the hair dryer to dry it slightly. And on top of that, my bag's super heavy, so just walking around with that extremely heavy bag is not very fun. Well, we're doing our best, I guess. Well, let's just pack up. Alright, we're all packed up, so let's head out. We're here at our first location of the day. This location is called Totori Sand Dunes, and as you can see in front of me, it's a huge area of sand. Oh, it's sand dunes right next to the ocean, which is really cool and unique. I don't think you really see this much anywhere else in the world, but yeah, it's really nice other than the weather. I wish the weather would be more cooperative, but it is what it is. We'll try to get some content. Obviously, it doesn't look that great right now, but yeah, we'll do our best. So I guess the good part is that the sand's kind of compact right now, so it's easy to walk on. So the sand isn't extremely soft due to all the rain yesterday. So I guess that's the good part. How steep it is. And then after you're all done, you can come over here to wash off your shoes. Well, I forgot to show you guys here, but there's actually camels that you could sit on, not exactly ride on. Well, I saw it online there was mention of like you can only ride the camel if it's like a commemorative occasion. Probably have to pay more to ride the camel, but if you want to just sit on it, you pay like a small fee to just sit on it. And then if you see in front of me, there's a cable ropeway or chairlift that you can ride on, I assume, to get a better view of everything that's over there. So you can try that out too for a small fee. Okay, so that's it for Totori Sand Dunes. It was actually really cool how like there's huge sand dunes just right next to the ocean. Especially being right next to the ocean, that's super uncommon, I believe. You don't often find sand dunes right next to the ocean. Usually it's like in the middle of the desert, right? But in this specific location, you can find sand dunes right next to the ocean. And it's really interesting because you wouldn't expect Japan out of everywhere to have this, but it's here. So check it out when you are nearby. Alright, so we are currently on the Super Hakuto Limited. So we're currently on the Super Hakuto Limited Express to Osaka. And after that, we're gonna change over to Nara. And we're gonna eat lunch right now. So actually, this train is really nice. You can see the decorations are pretty nice. So definitely one of the nicer trains I've been on so far. Our train ride is 4 hours, or is it 4 hours? No, our train ride is 2.5 hours, but it's gonna take about 3 hours, 40 minutes to get to our hotel in Nara. So we're gonna have a while. There are so many cherry blossoms blooming on the mountains, so I'm excited to see what the rest of the trip is gonna look like. Okay, we're here at Osaka Station and we're gonna transfer over to Nara now. So we made it to our next hotel stay. This hotel is called Hotel Pagoda, and let me just give you a quick tour around here. So it's another dormitory style, like hostel. So here's the entrance to the room. They have multiple rooms, so as you can see, there's like multiple rooms with multiple beds in it. So you get in, here's the place where you put your shoes down, and then they have a shared shower and toilet room, and they have a mirror room. And this specific room, they have 6 beds. So from there to there, and we're gonna be in this top bunk right here. So it's actually quite spacious compared to the ones we've been going to, which I am a little bit happy about because I need some nicer places to rest at. And now we're gonna head over to Nara Park. It's like 5 minutes walk away, so super nearby. And then we passed by the famous mochi guy. He was actually just doing the, not show, but he was hitting the mochi and people were filming him. So let's go check that out too. Oh no, it looks like they said today's mochi demonstration is over. I think literally when I was walking by was probably the last time they were gonna do the demonstration for today. But we'll try some of the mochi anyway since we're here. And yeah, unlucky. Mochi is so soft, and you can see there's red bean paste inside. how busy they are. It's actually really good mochi though. Would recommend. Now that's done, let's head over to Nara Park. I have the powder all over me. Let's head over to Nara Park and then play with the deers. I hope nothing's closed there yet. The parking lot has some nice cherry blossoms. Did you guys buy the biscuits over there?
Yeah. There's like some, like
Okay.
100.
Okay, thank you.
How many?
Just one. Credit card. Okay, so we got our biscuits, rice biscuit crackers for the deer, and let's head in a little bit before we start feeding them. I would be careful petting the deer because they have some bugs on there that are pretty nasty. That's how I got my allergic reaction last time. Okay, there's no deers inside the temple, so let's stay out here for a second. I remember a while ago, probably like 7 years ago, you'd get these crackers from like bins, but now they don't have those bins anymore. I assume probably because they couldn't keep refilling them. Look, there's more cherry trees inside. Let's feed them over here. This looks so good. And it's more inside the park, so there's a lot less tourists. All the tourists are over there feeding the mass amount of deers. But we get the good stuff right here. This is nice. Now these cherry blossoms are in full bloom. Look at that. Beautiful. Okay, now I just need to get a deer over here. I need a deer. There's no deer.
So this deer was super pushy when I was trying to open up the pack of biscuits or deer crackers for him. He just kept chasing me, trying to eat the crackers that I had not opened yet. You may also notice that the guy next to me was bowing. So one of the customary things to do when you're in our park is of course to feed the deers, but also to bow to them, because bowing is a sign of respect in Japan, and for some reason the custom has been passed down to the deers as well. So when you bow down to the deers will understand to bow down to you too, and that's when you give them the biscuits.
Look at that sunset. Let's get closer. It's like pink and orange together. Look at that. I don't know if you can see it. It's too bright on the camera here, but at least today ended well. Morning time was not exactly fun. It was super cold right next to the ocean, but look at this. Pretty cool. Are they walking across the street? There's a nice sunset behind me, but we're gonna head to dinner, get something to eat, and then we're gonna go back to our hotel and sleep. Yo, the sunset is popping off. Okay, we're back at the hotel. I'm just gonna eat convenience store food. We got the chicken, like I think just like chicken teriyaki, and then some dessert, apple pie. Okay, good morning guys. So we've checked out our hotel and we gotta rush to the train station, catch the next train, and we're gonna head up to Kanazawa. And I pray that there are cherry blossoms there. Oh look, all the deers are up early too. they're all foraging the grass. It's like what, 5:45 right now? And all the deers are camping out here. Look at them, they're already hungry. So I'm on a limited express train, and I went to the guy at the ticket booth, and he's like, oh, there's no more, you can't make a reservation anymore, and it's completely empty. Like, what is...
Okay, so just some context about this situation, because I realized I didn't explain it well because I was pretty heated at the time. So I think this was at Kyoto Station, where I had rushed over to the ticket booth area because I realized that, oh, this was another limited express train that I had to buy a ticket for, and I was already late. So I went up to the booth guy, the ticket booth guy, and asked him if I could buy a ticket for the train that was about to depart in about 5 or 10 minutes. I'm not sure if he understood me, but he basically said I couldn't make the reservation or buy the ticket for that train. And I was like, why? Why couldn't I buy it? And he didn't give me an answer back, which was extremely odd. So I decided to just go in with my, I believe I used JR Pass to just go in through the gate, and then I boarded the limited express train. And in the video, as you can see in a bit, that there were clearly a bunch of seats open. So I did not understand why the ticket booth guy did not let me buy a ticket to get on the train. So yeah, that was the situation.
These types of people are so frustrating sometimes, so I just got on anyways. If the train conductor comes by, I'm just gonna pay on the train. Like, what the hell? The train conductor came by and we just bought a ticket with the train conductor, so obviously I can buy a ticket, so I don't understand why the guy didn't let me buy a ticket.
1号車この列車は全車 areas of the train, including the decks and restrooms. Hazardous item. In cases of emergency, press
So,
京都からご乗車のお客様お待たせいたしました。
okay, so we're on the limited express to Tsuruga, and then after Tsuruga we're gonna transfer over to kanazawa. So we're gonna eat some breakfast right now. I'm happy it's a nice day today. So we made it to Kanazawa station, and as you can see right behind me, there's the Kenrokuen gate. This is something that Kanazawa is famous for. But right now we need to take the bus over to our first location. We made it here to our first location, and looks like the cherry blossoms are just barely coming out.
So I was speaking, but you can't hear anything because of the wind. The place we are currently at is the Asanogawa Bridge. As you can see, there are cherry blossoms on both sides of the riverbank. There are also more cherry blossoms on the other side too.
Nice little spot to relax near the river. Would be nice if it's not freezing and windy right now, and if all the cherry blossoms are out, but it's okay. It's not too bad. And there's a bunch of kids with their little hats. It's so funny. We're currently here at Hiyashichaya District in Kanazawa. As you can see in front of me, it's a traditional district with a lot of older buildings, and there's quite a lot of tea houses And oftentimes there are geisha performances, I assume inside the houses. So this is definitely a cool place you can come check out. This seems like a cool little matcha shop, so let's go in. They have ice cream and different strongness of the matcha for different levels. They sell a lot of small snacks over here. I think I'll get a light matcha ice cream. Matcha number 2.
Number 2.
Yeah, hi.
Take away food here.
I'll take it.
Cái là cái sản phẩm này.
You can see this is their menu. And we'll wait for our ice cream over here. Okay, let's try it out. Matcha flavor is very, I wouldn't say pungent, but very prominent. And I only got the second strongest one. So if you prefer very strong matcha flavors, then you can get the number 4, which is the strongest. It's good. Oh, actually, the cherry blossoms are blooming nicely over there. So let's take a look. We'll cross the bridge over there too. Our next location is Kanazawa Castle, and it looks absolutely amazing right now. I think it's like half blossom, but wow, look at that. Beautiful. And then you have a street filled with cherry blossoms. There's also the garden over there, which we'll go to right after the castle, and check that out too. Look how big this courtyard is. Oh my god. It also seems like Kanazawa Castle is free to walk into, so free admission. And look at this. Cherry blossoms right along the moat. Ooh, that's nice. That's full bloom right there. Imagine that, but over here. That would look so good. Okay, well that was the castle. A little short walk. And now let's head over to the garden area. I bet that would look really nice too, because I think they might have the Cherry Blossom Festival over there. There's a lot of stalls put out, so let's go check it out. Over there is the gardens, which we will head over to right now. And you can see they have the food stalls all out, or not just food stalls, but activity stalls out, which means they're hosting a Cherry Blossom Festival right here.
says here that there's a panoramic viewpoint down that way, so let's go check it out. Always love a good viewpoint. This is cool. A little bit of a viewpoint of the city, it looks like. Some cherry blossom trees growing right down there. And yeah. Let's look at these few ones that are in full bloom. I like these kind of cherry blossom trees. The one where it's high and then it kind of arches down. It looks like a canopy of sorts. Wow, look how they grow these trees. So I assume the branches, of course, as they grow out longer, right, they would slowly droop. So what they do to prevent that is they'd put these huge shafts to prop it up and just keep it growing, or not let it grow downwards. It'll just kind of keep growing off to the side. But that's really cool. That's very smart. I've never seen that before. Oh, look at that. Look at all these cherry blossoms right here. Whoa. Wow. That's the street over there. Alright, so that's it for Kanazawa Castle and the garden. So let's head back to the station and we're gonna head over to Joetsu and then check into our hotel. And I am excited for tonight because tonight is the place I'm looking forward to the most, especially with its night illuminations. Well, I hope there's gonna be night illuminations. Okay, well, I actually made a mistake earlier. This gate is called Tsuzumon. Search that up again. So this gate is actually called Tsuzumon Gate. It's a pretty cool piece of architecture. So we're at a curry rice restaurant at the station, and I'm gonna get this demi-glace sauce omurice. Demi,ここ。はい、ごちそうお願いします。水大丈夫です。ありがとうございます。So our train is at 1:58, and I'm just gonna see if there's any spots in the non-reserve cars. It's gonna be tough because there's like a giant line at the ticket. Well, both the ticket machines and the ticket office have a huge line. So I'm just gonna take my chances at the non-reserve cars. If I need to, I guess I'll just stand for 1 hour. It's like pretty good. Okay, we're currently at Joetsu Myoko Station, and our next train is about 40-minute wait. As you can see over here, it says 15:47 or 3:47, so we have a while to wait. There's so much snow on the mountains. Do you see that whole row of cherry blossoms? That's incredible. This is right at Takada Station. I actually had checked into my hotel, but I immediately checked out because I don't know why. I didn't think about this literally an hour ago while I was sitting there doing nothing, that it was extremely cold here. There's still snow on the mountains, but then all of a sudden while I was in line waiting to check into the hotel, I was like, hold on a second. Are there actually cherry blossoms at the site, at the
Takada Castle Park. So I was like, let me search on Google Maps, because people sometimes post about how you can click on the latest photos that people post. And I saw the latest photos and there were no cherry blossoms. And then I was like, hold on a second, are there any live feeds of the castle? So I searched and there was. I looked on YouTube and it's completely bare. So I was like, okay, then I think I'm just gonna head back to Tokyo because my JR pass expires today. So tomorrow I would have to pay for the Shinkansen. Today I don't yet, which is why I'm just gonna head straight back to Tokyo, eat the cost of the hotel, I guess, and we'll have to book a hotel in Tokyo while we're on the train. Honestly, I was so excited for this cherry blossom site because it looks so cool online and the lights were just absolutely amazing, but I guess we're gonna have to come back another year. Alright, so we made it here in Tokyo after about 2 hours from all the way, not all the way up north, but like Nagano area to Tokyo. And let me give you a quick tour of the hotel room that we're staying in tonight. I found this super last minute online. It's by APA Hotel, APA Hotel. They're a very prominent hotel chain group in Japan, so you'll probably see a lot of their hotels everywhere. But yeah, let me show you around. So you've got the entrance, you got the mirror, hello, you've got a place to hang your clothes, you've got the bathroom right over here, very typical bathroom. You got the bed, and then finally you got the table, chair, and TV. So yeah, and then you got the curtains here, but there's no view here. It's just the next door building. I can't even see it. And then they gave me this. I guess they're partnering with them right now. It's called Zima, some kind of alcohol. Front desk person said it's some kind of like sour alcohol, so I don't know, we'll try it. I'm not really much of a drinker, but since they gave it to me, I'll at least take a few sips. So yeah, we're gonna unpack. Oh, there's a coin laundry downstairs, so I'm gonna use that. I need to wash my clothes, and then I need to go to Uniqlo to buy some sportswear because I forgot to bring sportswear, since tomorrow I'm gonna be playing badminton with my friend at night, so I need to be ready for that. I brought my badminton shoes too, so I just need to borrow a racket from her. That's the plan. And then we need to grab some dinner Laundromat, second floor. So now I put 500 yen, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in here. And you can see on the left, it shows you how much money you've put in. So 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, there you go. And then it just automatically goes, I guess. We need to dry it first, so in 30 minutes, let me set a timer. So the laundry timer has gone off, so let's go put it in the dryer just in case. This is my dinner, some bento box. I forgot to film me opening this bottle of alcohol, but yeah, cheers. Here's to a good rest of the trip. Today's the 5th, so we only have 4 more days until we go back. Sad.
もその話。なんでだってなりちゃん気づいてね。